Well, as we rapidly approach a full year into the COVID-19 pandemic, it was another day of COVID-19 vaccine controversy and discussion across South Carolina. The state's AARP met today to criticize DHEC's rollout plan.
Yeah, the SCAARP says they're concerned DHEC's board is not prioritizing older residents and other vulnerable populations who are just more at risk of dying from COVID in this current plan.
Matt Koufax listened in on their virtual meeting. He has DHEC's response as well. He's live from a local vaccine distribution site in Greenville. Matt?
Yeah, Cody, well, we've seen pictures and videos of lines kind of wrapping around store buildings and everything. I can tell you that here, close to Greenville High School, near where the old Kmart used to be, we've seen a steady stream of people coming in and out, but there is no line right now outside. Now, last week, DHEC opted to adopt a per capita method for vaccine distribution, meaning that allocation would be based on population. They say this model gets, quote, more shots in arms, but those who are advocates for vulnerable populations say this approach is dangerous and does not get the vaccine to those who need it most the soonest. Now, the state AARP says that part of the problem in going with the per capita model for vaccination is that a lot of vulnerable populations, like the elderly, the Black and Hispanic communities, and those who are disabled can live in rural areas, which make up more than 40% of the state. They say a much better job can be done to get them shots. During a virtual meeting today, DHEC said they are sticking with their current plan. They maintain their approach gets more people vaccinated quicker, and they also say that it's just difficult to get vaccine to certain populations right now because there just isn't enough, period, in the Palmetto State.
Difficulty, as always, is the very limited supply of vaccines we have right now. We don't have enough vaccines for everyone who's in phase 1A currently, so we will continue to look at our allocation plans.
A grade level, I would give the state an F, and especially within the population that I represent, people with disabilities, we have completely been disregarded. I can't tell you how disappointed our community is and how scared our community is with the state's actions.
Groups like the AARP and their allies are advocating for an amendment to SC House Bill 3707, which is in the Senate right now. What that would essentially do is direct DHEC to get out of the per capita model, comply with the law, and focus on vulnerable populations regardless of where they live. And DHEC does have a meeting in about 2 weeks' time that's on the books where they plan to revisit their current approach to vaccinations, evaluate the progress, and see where they will go from here. In Greenville, Matt Koufax, Fox Carolina, the 4 o'clock news.